Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Kent Tilley. Welcome to the channel. Now today I'm going to talk to you guys about something that I've been talking to a lot more people about recently, and that is, should you use your TFSA to pay down debt? Times have certainly changed in the last year or two with, interest rates going up and the market not really being very good. This has sort of changed the conversation because now it's not quite as easy as it used to be. This is something I had expected my whole career. I'd been talking about interest rates going up at some point. They couldn't stay at historic lows forever. And then a pandemic and economic turmoil caused them to go up, which isn't exactly the greatest thing. In this case, let's just think about it like an example, because it is almost as easy as this, where let's say you have $30,000 in line of credit debt that is unsecured. It's not on a HELOC, it's not on your house. Now the interest rate has probably jumped up to somewhere around 9 to 11% on that line of credit debt. And there you have 30,000 sitting in your TFSA in investments. Now, just for ease of math, so I can do this in my head while I'm doing it, you have $30,000 in debt and you owe 10% on it. That is going to cost you $3,000 per year in interest. On the other hand, you need to make over 10% in your TFSA for you to make over $3,000. So the question that I ask everybody when you look at your TFSA compared to your debt is, I say, would you take a guaranteed rate of return of 10% next year? If the answer is yes, doesn't matter what the percentage, whatever the percentage is on your debt, if your answer is yes, then you should use your TFSA, or in an even better case, let's say a non-registered investment account, and say, let's take that and pay off our high interest debt. Now, the catalyst here, or the big problem, is you cannot do what most people do when they, restructure their debt and just get back into the same issue. What you have to do now is act as though you are paying off your debt aggressively, but instead of doing that, you are investing aggressively. In this case, when you're doing that every month, you're actually not really worried if it's going down every month, if the market's still bad, because you're buying more units at a lower cost. They're on sale. So that actually could benefit you in the future if you do it that way. So that's the way that I would look at it. The other thing that you want to be careful of, and this shouldn't come into play too many times, but if you were maxed out on your TFSA and you took, say, $30,000 out, you will not get that room back until next January 1st. So you have to make sure that you are not contributing to your TFSA over the course of the rest of the year if your TFSA was maxed out and you use it to pay off debt. So just look at your balance sheet, look at your debts, look at your assets, look at how much interest you're paying on your debts. If you would take that guaranteed rate of return, so if it's a Visa, it's 20%. You're going to take that rate of return every day, all day, unless you think you're Warren Buffett. So if you think you're Warren Buffett, don't do it. Don't pay off the Visa, invest, be a champion, get super rich. But if not, that is something to think about, as long as you're willing and able to add back to those accounts later with the savings that you're making now. Hope that makes sense. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and we'll chat with you again soon. Cheers.